The US Treasury Department has lifted the currency manipulator tag from China just a few hours ahead of the US-China widely anticipated trade deal. Everybody's holding their breath to see what is in the details, okay? But this is what really matters at this stage. Risk appetite was seen improving, with USDJPY moving up, Aussie-dollar moving up. However, from the other FX major pairs that I want to analyze today, pound-dollar fell below the 130 psychological support, and that was because there is now increasing talks from BOE that there might be an interest rate cut. That is, of course, as a result of a series of disappointing economic numbers seen over the past few weeks. On the dollar-yen, I am seeing this indeed as a triple combination, right? So we are on the intermediate degree, we are actually full of ABC corrections. Now, over the since the summer last year, I'm seeing this as an ABC correction that is going to be completing the intervening wave X, and from there we should be looking for another move to the downside to complete wave Z. Right now, I've seen wave A being completed here with an ending triangle. Okay, we've had a somewhat flat correction over here to complete wave C, and at the same time intermediate B, and currently we've just most likely ended wave 1 as a leading impulsive leading triangle, right? We're most likely going to have a wave 2, then a wave 3 near the 110.88 or so, then a wave 4 most likely to be a bit more elongated if this decline is sharp, and then wave 5 just a tiny bit higher than the previous wave 3 at around 110.95. Maybe we'll take out the 111 to complete intermediate wave C, and then we should be looking for prices to start moving lower. Now, this, of course, is the technical perspective. We always have to support our view, okay, with fundamentals as the data is coming, okay. Now, on the MACD or the RSI, I don't see really any signs. I mean, there is some sort of hidden divergence over here that might actually bring us an ABC correction, and then we should be looking for prices to move higher. Okay, note this is also a long-term descending trend line over here, so it makes a very good level to consider some shorts. Now, let's have a look on the pound. Okay, pound is moving exactly as we expected. However, things are a little bit complicated here. Okay. Why? Because I'm still expecting wave 4 to go a little bit further down. Now, we've had the correction from up here, right, with a move to the fifth waves to the downside over here, a B, and this one looks as an ending triangle, really, doesn't it? But I really believe that we might really turn into a different combination here, okay, that could turn out to be a W, X, and Y potentially, okay? Although I do see some upside over here, we haven't yet crossed below this 128.83 level, okay? And that's what really makes me think that we might see some further declines to the downside to actually have a nice correction of wave 4 down here, okay? Because I'm still not convinced with this decline over here, okay? It seems quite limited to the downside. I believe we're going to take out the 1.2661, which is the 100 Fibonacci extension of waves A and B. Of course, I might be mistaken. However, the thing is that on the RSI and on the MACD, at least for the moment, right, I do see some sort of bearish hidden divergence here on the RSI, nothing on the MACD, or over in the most recent times, nothing on the MACD, nothing on the RSI, which seems to suggest that there's going to be a continuation of the current trend, okay? So I would really pay attention to further downside over here that could even invalidate this triangle pattern, or to be honest, it could even be just the beginning of an impulsive move to the downside that is seen as A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, 2, 3. It's a leading triangle, okay? That could be wave 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? And now the last one for the day, the Aussie. Aussie also moved exactly as we expected. I talked about this wave 1 last week. I said we should be expecting a false break over here. This is still part of the intermediate move, right, to the downside. So in the minor degree, we ended 3 and 4 with an ABC correction. 4 finished around 0.7015 as we expected, and then we moved it down. We've had waves 1, 2, 3, and this is most likely looking as a 4 to me. And then we should be looking down for wave 5. This wave 5 is also going to be wave A, then B, and C, okay? If, of course, this turns out to be a correction. If that is not the case, and I'm really thinking that that might not be the case if we also look at these nice signals over here, the bearish divergence signals on the MACD and also on the RSI a little bit. I think that this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? And that is going to be the last impulsive move to the downside that is going to complete intermediate wave 3, and then we should see, of course, 4 and 5 in the longer term.